We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Complete, it's Johnson. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Couple yards shy of the 30. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vincent Barney say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he's hangs his hat on after last week's game.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 14 carries, 78 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
They'll be caught by Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
That's good for a Browns first down.
A give up the middle, Jenkins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Browns are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And it's third down. You look at this Bronco defense.
Yeah, they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud of being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And that one caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
First down, Browns.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Penix. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. This one is complete to Jenkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The 23-yard line.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. Rashee Rice, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play gets them right back up to that level.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this one is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll go play action here with Penix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. If you look at this Bronco defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Operating from the gun, Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Browns.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. And that one is
is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. 7-7, our score after one. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Penix. And a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, Penix. That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football.
And the Browns first down.
To the air, Penix. He finds his man, complete. It's Rice. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And it's caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to... And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. An inside run with Jenkins. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rice. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
That's another Browns.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Once again, Judkins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw now on first down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Quinshon Judkins from 3 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Bulldozes past him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw, here's Nix. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Now it's Nix. Open man is Higgins. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here is 3rd and 5. Nix to the air. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside
inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
From the 48-yard line, here's the second down and 9.
Let's go now. Ready?
Play action. Now it's Gabriel.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
White. Blaster. Stay. Cut.
Now Gabriel. He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. They'll drop the throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Second and 10. Penix to the air once more. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Nix.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a catch made by Johnson.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Throwing Nix. They bring him down, a sack back at the 16-yard line.
A loss of 5.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Back to throw. Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And quickly, they get to the line.
50-yard line.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses. Catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now they work on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he's got it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Quinshon Judkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, Plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. He completes this to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Looking to throw. Nix. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 41-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jenkins to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Browns 1st down.
Again, here's Jenkins. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. They'll throw with Penix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw, Penix. That is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And looking to throw, Penix. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Penix. He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal. They'll run. This is Jenkins. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down at the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Charbonnet. He He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
For the field goal, a 21-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Here's 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Brings us a 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd down.
Oh, my son!
Back to throw. This for all the marbles. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And this is incomplete, so no miracles here on the final play, and this ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one, and on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just